Welcome back to another video. The last video we opened a server rack and yikes on the sizing. I did reach out to support and their support literally told me, and I'll put the messages on the screen, that they would rather refund me the product entirely and let me keep it than have me ship it back to them and refund me the money. So I do have it packaged up, but I guess I'm keeping it, so there's that. Not what I was really expecting. I did go ahead and order a different one because that one's just not going to work for me. 12 inches of depth on the interior is kind of crazy, and I had reached out to Vivor, the company that makes that rack, and they actually told me it was 18 inches of usable server space. I had been looking at before I went with them. I'm gonna have to open this and then talk. So the system racks I looked at before I went with the Vivor. The Vivor was slightly cheaper, so I went with that at the time. I could have gone with one of these on eBay, but they have a ton of listings on eBay that are pickup only in the New York area or something, New Jersey area, something like that. Which means when I went to order online, like the price was more to get it. So I actually I ended up spending basically double. But we have an 18U rack instead of 15U racks. So it's 3 extra U's. It's gonna make this sucker tall. That being said, I guess upgradability down the road. Also, I believe the depth of this one should be a nice 20 inches. So we should actually have a usable 20 inches from what they say on their website, as I triple checked on this one. But let's get this thing unboxed quick, and then I will meet you guys back here to talk about how easy this is to assemble. All right, we finished. It took me a little bit, it took me 45 minutes. I didn't look at the instructions enough, but she's built. And comes with the fan. I did not get this installed yet. Which actually gives me a good point here. That comes with a switch cover, that's kind of handy. I'll probably just throw this in the back at the bottom or something like that. I did learn that these brushes on the back here, I don't know if you guys can even see my fingers. I think those are just so you can run cables out somewhere, but you're still blocking the noise and some of the dust. Fans on top, I know that's the top now for sure, just because of how the wheels get screwed on. They only can get screwed onto the bottom. So that has to be the top. But overall, this is way higher quality than that last one. You could argue I did the handle upside down. I don't really care. The handle's upside down, the handle's upside down. But look at, locked up. 2 keys, don't need them. Never getting in here again anyways. But pretty sturdy for how carpet is. There's nothing in it right now either. I suspect once there's stuff in here and we get it a little weighted, it's gonna sit a little nicer, you know. Door's got a little bend to it, but for 300 bucks for a little rack here, you can open both of the sides, which will be pretty nice in the long run. Just quick little pinches, opens and lifts off. And the only thing I'm going to complain about before I've actually put anything in here is the back. So for whatever reason, Syrack has decided that it's going to be 4 screws to take this back off, which I'm going to complain about because, not that I'm going to be taking the back off often, but it is going to be a pain to do that. You can wall mount it, it looks like here. It did not come with that equipment in the box, but it's possible to do at least. But yeah, I'm actually so far extremely happy. I mean, compared to the other one, we have 3 extra U's. It came with a surge protector. It came with a fan in the top. It overall was a little easier to install. We have the feet on the bottom plus the casters, which can be a nice addition. So I'm excited to throw some stuff in here, and I didn't even double check to see if my stuff's gonna fit. I'll probably talk about these in another video, but these are just some Dell 20s Gen 9 that I bought off eBay for like 85 bucks, mostly because they're short, so they actually are gonna fit in there, which is gonna be great. And they're actually still fairly powerful machines. This one here, they're both the same, but just for a quick spec run through, we got 32 gigs of RAM, we got an Intel Xeon E3 1230 V6, So it's a 3.5 gigahertz CPU with 32 gigs of RAM. So it's not a sleeper of a machine, especially for running like a Minecraft server, Plex server, something like that. The only thing that's interesting here is we do have 4 2.5-inch bays, which I just bought some the cheapest SSDs I could find that do like 550 read writes. But I had to order the little plates, which I also was luckily able to find on Amazon for like $7 a piece. If you didn't want to spend that money, whatever. I have 2 of these little guys, so I had to get 8 of them, so it was like 60, 70, 80 bucks, something like that. And that'll just let me throw my SSDs in a tray, plug them into the front. And all it's really left to do is throw these in there, get the softwares running on them, get that other PC finished and built. And once that's done being built, we can throw the other one in the little rack there and throw that in here too. I did not. Came with these little trays. I don't think I'm gonna make use of them, to be honest. I'm probably gonna keep them, you know, just in case, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna get any. To be honest, I think I set the things wider than these are anyways. So I might not get any use out of the trays here, but I suppose in that other rack these might fit. So if I end up finding a use for that, these will work good there. But for now, I mean, that's really it for today. Just unboxing the syrack rack and checking it out. I wouldn't say it's too complicated to build. They also give you, I either did a lot of things wrong or they give you plenty of extra screws. You can put little locks on the sides here if you want to as well. Those come with the keys and that's the lock things here. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. I think once it gets weighted down, a lot of the like shake and looseness to it, I mean the doors are gonna be loose or whatever, but especially now that it's been out for a little while, and if you were to put those feet down, it'd be plenty sturdy. That one came jacked up, but I just want to do this, man. And the door's got a little bend in it, but to be honest, if I ever find the keys, I think I could just probably take my hands and just flex the bottom back in a little bit, and hopefully, and maybe it won't, but hopefully this will block a little bit of noise and I can keep it up here versus in the mechanical room. We do live on a dirt road on 40 acres, so if this has to go anywhere near outside, it is going to show that, and I'd rather just not deal with the dust and everything else that will come with that. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Hardware. We actually have another thing here with a fan. Some of the hair here got a little effed up.